event occurred. No, Hamas didn't demilitarize or disarm. No, Russia didn't stop bombing Ukraine. No, we didn't solve world hunger. But we might know who the nominee is going to be for the Republican Party. Welcome back to the Rant Network. I'm David Solomon. He is Stuart Brisgell. And yes, I am being facetious today as we dive in today to once again the American political arena that is as crackpot as you can get. We are dissecting this absurdity. We're diving into what's creating this unbelievable societal, deep seated, somehow mental breakdown. That's right, a mental breakdown, depending on if you're on the left or if you're on the right. So here we go. Buckle up, because this is going to be fun. Because yesterday, Governor Ron DeSantis posted up on X that he was withdrawing from the race. And he threw his hat behind, guess who? DT. That's it. The redheaded Donald Trump. And the reason that Donald Trump is getting all this support, we'll get into in just a second. But Ron DeSantis pulled out of a race that he should have dominated. But there was a confluence of events that literally ruined his campaign. But Stuart, Ron DeSantis, about a year ago, was called someone worse than Hitler and worse than Trump by the media. He was absolutely humiliated until he couldn't win Iowa. And clearly, as he put it yesterday, there was no path to victory. Stuart, since you're my American correspondent in this rant, tell me, your governor didn't make it. What's you about DeSantis stepping aside?
There's so much to say about a freight train. I know. Donald Trump is equivalent to a freight train. There is nothing that you put in front of it that it won't plow through. Whether it is Chris Christie, the skilled tongue lasher who prepped him for his initial debate, or Ron DeSantis, who very eloquently on Twitter announced his full-blown support to Donald J. Trump. Why didn't he throw it into Nikki Haley, his young, competitive, heel-slinging, ex-UN minority candidate? Because he clearly believed that she is just a corporate dud. How he feels this way, I don't know. But that was Ron DeSantis' feelings, at least how I interpret them, about Nikki Haley. But he had an option. He could have supported Nikki Haley and created truly what might have been a second candidate. Because if you really think Nikki Haley is the second candidate, you got something coming to you. Because this Donald Trump train has blown away sex scandals, money laundering scandals, bankruptcy scandals, Russian collusion scandals, document scandals. I mean, there is more scandals about Donald J. Trump than there is in the Hoover files that are still, by the way, confidential and top secret. I wonder how many naked pictures of JFK is in there. Anyways, the point of all of this is we now have what I believe is the red ticket in the 2024 election. But funny enough, Biden is off the ballot. Biden has to be a written-in candidate. We now have a battle of 80-year-olds for the White House. And I think Nikki Haley is just going to be a dusted 2028 candidate, just like Geraldine Ferraro was.
No way. Oh, wow.
Yes,
Oh,
yep.
wow. Talk about going the wrong. Stuart, I'm gonna tell you where I think I think I
good.
gotta tell you something. There's a lot there that you just said there that I agreed with, and there at the end, I think you just imploded.
Why?
Look, here's the thing. I think Ron DeSantis put his foot so deep in his mouth, and yes, that's those cowboy boots that everybody thought was stuffed. The incredible thing about Ron DeSantis, and I thought Ron and Nikki would be an awesome ticket to take down the big Trump. Okay. I was convinced. I have been convinced for over a year. And go back to some older podcasts and you'll hear it. But what Ron DeSantis proved to me was he's a classic politician. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm going to go back to my real job because I suck at running for president. Yeah, you did, Ron. You screwed
He
up.
did it.
You
Oh.
screwed up badly. I'm going to tell you why you screwed up, Ron. Because you tried to trump your way into the lead. You didn't look around you and say, you know what? You called out Trump being the enemy, and then you go and you side with the enemy. The perfect example of politics. The perfect example that you know the friend of my friend, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And that's exactly what you did. Nikki Haley blew by you on policy. Nikki Haley blew by you on saying the right words. Nikki Haley schooled you. And instead of you throwing your hat behind Nikki going, that the next 8, 9 months of this campaign towards November of 2024 will be nothing about Trump and going to his trials. If Trump is removed as a possible candidate by the courts, and there is a likelihood this could happen, not on the ballot, literally unable to run, you think Nikki Haley is going to give you a seat in cabinet, buddy? Okay, you, Tim Scott, you all pretended all great. And then when the heat got too much for you, you ran behind Donald. You will be remembered in future elections as the one who supported Donald Trump. Congratulations. If you think this is going to help your political career, Nikki Haley worked for Donald Trump for 2 years as ambassador to the United Nations, and all Trump could do is slam her. If you want to be on Team Trump, be prepared, because everybody associated with Donald Trump who didn't distance himself from Donald Trump today is in political death.
Yeah, but David, I'm gonna cut you off. I mean, I let you rant here, and you tried to steamroll me like about Geraldine Ferraro, which, by the way,
Geraldine Ferraro was a gross failure. Haley will not be a gross failure. Geraldine Ferraro's
how is Geraldine Ferraro a gross failure?
Geraldine Ferraro's credibility was nowhere near Nikki
Haley. David, now you're just talking crap. Geraldine Ferraro's background is very similar to Nikki Haley.
Really?
They both are attorneys and they're diplomats.
Oh, spare me on the
back. That's their rise
to there. Stop it. Tell me 3 things Geraldine Ferraro accomplished in her career in politics, and what did Nikki Haley do? You're going to compare those two? Give me a break. Oh my God. Could you tell me something?
You hate Geraldine Ferraro that much? I don't like her much either, but like you're just going bananas.
Can you name for me 3 things that Geraldine Ferraro succeeded at in government?
Succeeded in government.
Exactly my point. She was the wrong candidate at the wrong time.
She broke the glass ceiling for a woman running in politics in the United States. That's 1984.
Don't read Wikipedia. Stop reading Wikipedia.
It's not Wikipedia.
Don't read any. Tell me 3 things she's done. You can't. Anyways, we're going off the topic here. Ron DeSantis, to me, is chicken shit. He ran away, and he's now hiding behind Donald Trump. If Ron DeSantis becomes Trump's running mate, I'll laugh, because
I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening.
I think
Donald Trump cannot choose anyone that has a spine or ego as big as his. Not possible. He needs to get either a woman or an evangelical running mate if he wants to see.
Wait. You're just so a woman a woman. So you're saying a spineless woman should be running with him, because you said anybody with a spine cannot be with him.
Nope. Nikki Haley couldn't do it.
If Kristi Noem becomes his running mate, the governor there, I believe she's from South Dakota.
Yep, she is
phenomenal and has an ego and is powerful.
But she's not. No. She's not. All politicians have an ego, but she's not a narcissist. Donald Trump's a narcissist. He loves himself. He talks about himself in the third person. So she doesn't. She's very smart. Actually, you know what, David? out of all the things that came out of your mouth today, that's actually a really smart pairing.
Okay, so let me ask this question to you, Stuart, because thank you for the ego boost.
Well, nothing else you said was good.
But okay, because you're right, because Geraldine Farrar was a genius.
Well, I
remember
mean,
the
she's
thing.
another
So
woman
here's the
that
thing
ran
I
for
want to ask you.
politics and got eviscerated.
Hold on. So now, because the tea leaves per media is saying this is a guarantee, it's a slam dunk, because CNN, by the way, MSNBC is right now in panic mode. The journalists are in panic mode, and the corporation is going, oh goody, we're going to get more ad dollars. That's it. Should we just cancel, like what you talked about before, Biden not being on the ballot in New Hampshire because the DNC doesn't recognize New Hampshire? But let me throw this at you, Stuart. Should we just call the whole thing off? Let's just throw away democracy, because Biden doesn't care, and Trump is automatically been coronated according to the press. So let's just go to November.
No, he's not just been coronated in the press. I mean, he had the largest win, I believe, in history.
Who cares? It's one state in Iowa that, by the way, hold on, time out. If you look at the percentages of the people,
if they voted in Canada, he would have won.
Stuart, did you see the percentages? Only 15% of possible voters showed up, and he got about 7 of it.
Yeah, but okay.
It's not a slam dunk. This is playing with stats.
Did you ever work for a polling company? Do you understand how it works?
I actually hired Stuart, I hired a polling company to do something.
Wow.
I did. Okay. And you know what?
I worked for the largest one in the world.
Stuart, congratulations. You always got a one up. Let me ask this question.
It's easy.
When I worked with them,
very low bar.
You know what they asked me? What do you want the results to be? That's what they asked me, straight up.
Listen.
So here we are again.
And I worked at the Angus Reid Group in Ottawa when I was in college. And I worked with Dr. Britter, a girl named Sandra Scopa. And this was all about science and data in the early stages of data science in polling, in politics. I'm telling you, David, yes, there are bad pollsters that operate. What do you want the results to be? I totally agree.
Stuart, my question is, let's get to the Trump question. Okay.
Yep. What is the Trump question, David?
I just asked. Now that Biden, since the DNC doesn't like what's going on and Biden won't campaign, and you've got Trump over here who's already been coronated by the press, should we just call the whole thing off and just have an election? Let's just let's just go to the election. We should blow up the democratic process because, according to Biden, democracy is screwed. Let's just call the whole thing off and let's go to the election.
Unfortunately, David, no, you can't. But we get to see two geriatric people going at it. One who needs a walker and one who uses a baseball bat. if you want to talk about grumpy old men, this is the actual presidential run of grumpy old men.
You know what? I gotta tell you something. The thing that blows my mind is it's Trump. If Trump's legal problems get to him, it's going to be a really interesting campaign that everybody's going to have to run behind Nikki, who might probably now finish second. But when you look at Trump, you look at Biden, who's just sitting here, just give me the crown, people.
But I got a twist for you, David. I got a twist. They get all of these primaries done. But you realize at the very last minute, all of these states that pledge, they can flip.
Yeah, but they generally do not. But
generally they do not. You're right. But there's still more twists. There's still more ad dollars. Still more media spin here.
The only thing that's insane about all this, okay, is if you just step back for a second, the media did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Because they got the two candidates that they wanted. They wanted Biden. They made it happen because does anybody really know who the other candidates are? Did you see are they giving any coverage to the no labels who's trying to be a third party?
Yep.
No. Nope. But did they give so much time and emphasis to Trump and made him into, position him as the guy who's going to be the martyr? I mean, it's fabulous. Congratulations to liberal media. Stuart, last word to you.
David, this is Holyfield versus Tyson.
Oh, I don't think so.
Geriatric version
No, I was going to say the only way it's Tyson and Holyfield is that they're both in wheelchairs. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in today to the Rant Network. We trust you found something in today's dialogue that Geraldine Ferrar was a failure. Catch us every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, noon Eastern. Had to throw that in there. Engage us on social media, folks. We're on YouTube. Please click like, comment. We're seeing a lot of comments there. Not very happy, not nice ones either, but we're getting them. And you know what? Fine. Tell us your perspectives. We're great to hear it, whether you like us or not. Since October 7th, some of the nastiest comments have been posted up on our YouTube channel. But you know what? That is what democracy is all about. That's what we've been talking about, ranting about forever. That you have that chance to be able to be a jerk on YouTube. But good luck to you. So we genuinely appreciate any feedback that you might have, positive or to the contrary. On Wednesday, we'll be back. Keep those conversations